Hello, and welcome to the QMS Certification channel. Today, we're going to talk about 5 critical mistakes that can put an organization's ISO 9001 certification at risk. If you follow our content and are not yet subscribed, take the opportunity to subscribe to the QMS channel and activate the bell. Before we begin, it's important to clarify something. It is not common for organizations to lose ISO certification. When it does happen, it is usually the result of serious structural issues, major nonconformities, ineffective processes, or management systems that are not truly implemented. So today we're going to discuss 5 common mistakes that weaken management systems and can eventually lead to certification suspension or loss. Mistake 1. The drawer management system. This is one of the most dangerous situations an organization can create. The drawer management system is a system that only exists during the audit. When the auditor arrives, procedures appear, records appear, controls suddenly become active. Then, once the audit ends, the management system disappears back into the metaphorical drawer. That approach is unsustainable. A management system cannot exist only during audit week. ISO 9001 requires operational consistency. The system must be embedded in the organization's daily activities, decision-making processes, and culture. Audits happen periodically, but the management system must function continuously. If the system is not genuinely implemented, problems accumulate over time, nonconformities become repetitive, and eventually major findings emerge. Mistake 2. Repeated nonconformities. Nonconformities themselves are normal. Every management system has weaknesses, opportunities for improvement, and areas requiring corrective action. What becomes dangerous is repetition. If the same issue appears repeatedly across audits, it signals ineffective root cause analysis and weak corrective action processes. Repeated nonconformities often escalate into major nonconformities, and major nonconformities can result in certification suspension until effective corrective actions are implemented and verified. Organizations must pay close attention to recurring problems. A repeated issue is never just an isolated finding. It is a warning sign that the system itself is failing to improve. Mistake 3. Activities are performed, but nothing is recorded. Modern ISO 9001 versions are more flexible regarding documentation than older editions. However, flexibility does not eliminate the requirement for documented information. If critical activities are not recorded, there is no objective evidence that they happened. Organizations often say, "We monitor performance, we manage risks, we handle nonconformities." But if there are no records, no evidence exists. ISO 9001 requires documented information necessary to support operational effectiveness and demonstrate conformity. Without records, the management system becomes fragile, both operationally and during audits. Mistake 4. The quality department owns the entire system. This is a very common problem. The management system becomes isolated inside the quality department. Everyone says, "Talk to quality." Quality handles ISO, but ISO 9001 is not the responsibility of one department. The management system belongs to the organization. The quality team may coordinate, support, and monitor the system, but implementation requires organization-wide involvement. Leadership engagement is essential. Operational participation is essential. Cross-functional ownership is essential. If the management system exists separately from real business operations, it will eventually fail. Organizations should not have one management system for the company and another management system for ISO. Those two must be the same system. Mistake 5. Weak or superficial risk management. Risk-based thinking is one of the foundations of ISO 9001. Risk management is not optional, and it cannot be superficial. Organizations that ignore risk or manage it only formally create vulnerabilities throughout the system. Effective risk management supports operational stability, decision-making, process improvement, customer satisfaction, and organizational resilience. Risk thinking must be integrated into daily operations, planning, performance monitoring, and strategic decisions. Without real risk management, the management system loses effectiveness. If your organization wants to maintain a strong and sustainable ISO 9001 certification, focus on these principles. Build a management system that reflects operational reality. Treat nonconformities through real corrective actions, not temporary fixes. Maintain consistent documented evidence. Ensure leadership involvement at all levels, and apply risk management meaningfully throughout the organization. ISO 9001 should never become a bureaucratic exercise. When properly implemented, it strengthens governance, operational performance, and long-term business resilience. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.